Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Cheers to You BetterPress collection. There are 4 new registration BetterPress plates. These are the ones that you do the place and press. There are 4 new styles: florals, birthday, some foliage, really pretty. And then there's a brand new BetterPress background, buffalo plaid, and another set of BetterPress sentiments. I love BetterPress sentiments. They just add that beautiful touch, and I'll use them on BetterPress cards and cards that have nothing to do with BetterPress. I will still put a BetterPress sentiment because it's just so pretty, either pressed or glimmered. Also, new, there are some oversized BetterPress ink. Love, these are the standard size. The original BetterPress ink is this size, the one that we love to tap and turn. Now there is a bigger version. This is BetterPress Black, full size, and these ink pads do stack. And then there's also this one, which is called the DIYs. You could use your BetterPress reinker and then create new colors. In my case, I'm using it for Thunder BetterPress ink. This is the new gray BetterPress ink, which I adore. So these 4 are your standard base colors, your neutrals. Love them. So this is Black and Bark, and then Thunder is new in the Jet Set, which I'm going to come back to this anyway because I use a lot of colors with the place and press registration. I love to call it place and press because you place it, press it. This is really exciting with the oversized ink pads now for BetterPress, and you could do this in any color. I may get another blank one for the color Wild Berry. I'm loving the hot pink. You'll see in my examples. Let's get into all these goodies. But before I start, Kit Club is now open for new subscriptions until the 27th of this month. Take a look at my Kit Club video, which I will link here, so you can see all the offerings for this month. And 2 of those Kit Club items was used to help me finish one of the fabulous cards within this collection too. Yay! So let's take a look at Cheers to You BetterPress. Let's get started. First up, crafters, I'm going to take a look at these new registration press plates. 2 of them don't have a die and 2 come with a die, okay? But first, let's have a little trip back in time, recent time too, in terms of this registration press plate. The first 2 sets that were released with the registration press plate, which I will link below. I'm linking and detailing everything I'm talking about. But if this is the first time that you're seeing this, you may be interested in the first 2 that were released. So the first 2 that came out were Thank You Blooms and Blooming Garden. The reason why this is made, there are different colors of ink here. It's a way of creating your image in different color BetterPress ink with the use of a template. These are some of the templates. Your package will come with an acetate template, but you can also download the template with the listing on the Spellbinders website. First time I did this, I printed out black and white on copy paper. That held really well to my magnetic chase. But if you use my BetterPress hack, which I will link my video here, so you can definitely take a look at that to see how I am now working with all of this registration plates with ease. And everything is clean, and I am a happy camper. So definitely check out that BetterPress hack video. You can use the hack also outside of the registration, but it makes all of this super easy. These are my examples before. This one, Blooming Garden, does come with a coordinating die. I believe will be in clearance. I'll put a link for it. You can then cut around the image, pop it up like I did here. All of this is on cotton card. I love using cotton card panels, okay? These are the first 2 that came out. Now we have 4 new ones. Sprigs, look at this, but it still makes an A2 card. You get all these floral options with coordinating die. So with this one, you can do the registration or just press them as you feel, die cut them, tuck them into things, change the colorways for the floral parts, maybe change here for the greenery, have fun with it that way. So this one is like a 2-for-1, and look at this oversized set. I love it. You are getting 11 press plates and 11 cutting dies. Love Sprigs. This is the registration template. So on this example, what you're seeing here, this is an A2 card, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. What I love about the colors you're seeing, if you wanted to follow this example, which is like this is using 4 colors. These are all BetterPress inks, but you could use other ink brands as well. I personally like to use Cotton Card and BetterPress ink for optimal results. You can do 2 of the same color, 3 of that color. See how they give you the color so you won't accidentally do 2 blue over here and all of that. And then you just match these pieces on here like a puzzle. I kept this whole thing clean because I did not ink on it using my hack. Love that. So this one is the Sprigs. Up next, crafters, there is Happy Hooray Balloons. 16 press plates, 2 cutting dies. The cutting dies are for the sentiments, and you get birthday and congratulations. You make this beautiful balloon arrangement. In this package, you're going to get 2 registration templates because on one, you can spell out happy. On the other, you can spell out hooray. I did happy using my hack and still was able to finish this up perfectly. It looks a little complicated, but see how it's still color coded, so you can work this one. I was a little nervous about it myself. I'll be honest with you. I was like, is this one going to be easy? It turned out to be easy. Just follow the colors. In the greens, you'd put 2 balloons there, the pinks over here, just to get the proper spacing. Also, your colors that you choose, because these do overlap, it's better to pick colors that are complementary when they overlap, like pink and blue will make purple when they touch, yellow and blue will make green, that type of thing when you're working with something like this. So I had to pause for a moment and go, which colorway am I going to use? And I came up with one. So this is really cute. Happy Hooray Balloons. Your finished image will be 5 inches tall, 3 inches wide. This is exactly what you'll get when you press this out. These templates are fabulous. And like I said, if you misplace this, you can always download another registration template. Up next, arched messages. This one was another one that I was like, is this going to be hard? One of the easiest ones to work with. Love this rainbow. Let me give you a measurement on that rainbow. You're looking at 5 1/4 inch tall, little bit over 3 1/2. With my hack, I was able to ink like 2 sets at a time and put them on and press it out. And you just keep pressing it over and over because of each one of these. And then I chose the sentiment. There are 3 sentiments to choose from here. Make a wish, a gift for you, and hello sunshine. This one is really fun. When it comes to these templates, before you start working with it, look for BetterPress being spelled correctly. That's backwards. And the product SKU also correctly. Just double check these 2 things before you start doing it, because here it's straightforward. It'll start looking wonky if you flip it upside down and it may not be what you want it to look like. Bear that in mind. This as well. Some of these templates need to go in the order that they're in. So just always double check. And I was pressing this late at night and it was working out fine. I was like, oh, at first I thought it was going to be, a 2-day thing. It was just like a hour and plus. I had to pick colors and take out the paper and all that stuff, but it didn't take me as long as I thought. Up next, crafters, Peony Perfection. This is the easiest one to work with. You have one piece and another piece. So it's just foliage and then the florals. You get 4 sentiments without coordinating dies. You guys know how I feel about having a coordinating die. I wish this came with it, but it's okay. Because now I have to line it up if I want to use it on my image. I just go with the BetterPress with a coordinating die. That's just me being easy. For me, it works. I can use scraps. I can glimmer it. This, if I glimmer this, I'm going to have to leave it there. I don't have anything to cut around it. I don't fussy cut around sentiments like this. Thanks so much for my dearest friend. Hello. The last one took me a while to get it, but I think it's wishing you well. This is gorgeous. And I think you guys are going to love the example I made with this. That's the first one I'm going to show you. Buffalo plaid. Look at buffalo plaid. I haven't glimmered this one yet, but next stop I'm going to glimmer it. 4 1/2 inch wide, 5 3/4 inch tall. So it's a little over an A2. This is it pressed out in blue ink. This one I would use, even though it looks pretty straight, I would still put my precision layering plate on top, then cut it down just to make sure everything is straight. Because once this tilts, it's going to look tilted. It's going to look a little bit off if it's not straight. Buffalo plaid, so much fun. Fabulous for holidays coming too, fall and holiday crafting. This would be really pretty. And lastly, crafters, there is the Cheers to You Sentiments BetterPress. You press it once, die cut it once. Look how small this is. I love this. This is like maximizing my cardstock. Even out of the pre-cut A2 panels, I can get 2 sets of this. This is not that wide at all. At the widest point, 2¼ inch. The height, under 3 inches. Porcelain cotton card, black BetterPress ink. Porcelain cotton card with the wild berry. And then this is Thunder, the new gray. Love, 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 love. And you get these sentiments. Happy birthday. You did it. It's your day. Make a wish. From all of us, cheers to you. You're the best. This is the one from the birthday balloons BetterPress. That's a congratulations. I used the birthday on my example. Let's go into my examples. First example. Look at this one. I adore this. This is inspired with the new April Kit Club, All Things Sewing. Let me show you what I did before. In my Kit Club video, this is the stitch die of the month. This one, I discovered something when I pressed out the Peony Perfection. The fine details, see how you get optimal results with no coloring or anything using the cotton card and the BetterPress ink. This example was pressed out with these 2 BetterPress ink. Leaf, Teal Topaz. Love, love, love this. After I had pressed it out, I was looking at it and I didn't want to color it, but I didn't want to just make it a standard BetterPress card, meaning it's just the image and a sentiment and it's done, which is fine. You can do it that way. But the detail was looking so fabulous and I thought, this is looking like real cross stitch. Isn't it nice that the Kit Club is geared towards cross stitching and sewing? So I did a few things here. And this template, like I said, super easy to work with. Fabulous. To me, this looks like cross stitch. So how did I turn it cross stitch? This is the die from the stitch die of the month. This is a 5x7. This is an A2. If I wanted to make this an A2, I would use this inner die to cut the image out, which would be smaller, more cropped, and it could still work. But I used the outer die here. It is 4¾ inch tall, 3 5/8 inch wide. I cut out the pressed image with that largest die. Then I wanted to still keep the feel of the embroidery hoop, so I shopped my stash and the Fluted Classics ovals, an old winner. See the dot detail? I think this works so fabulously with this. So this is another option if you do get this set and you want to still keep that top and all the bits and goodies that are in here. Fluted Classic can help get you there. So if you want to change this out, you can also come into here. Huge thumbs up, crafters. You just don't know. So this one now, the tallest, which is on the outside here, an A2, 5½, a little bit over 4¼ for the width, okay? Spellbinders Sage cardstock. In the background, the embossing folder I'm using, Meandering Floral Embossing Folder. Look how pretty that is in the sage. These cooler colorways, the leaf, the teal topaz, and the sage are working together. So after I decided to turn this into like printed cross stitch, so you could do stitching here or this type of look. So now I am extending the April Kit Club with BetterPress, because I can now apply this to a lot of BetterPress images, which I think is fabulous. I'm also getting more out of my BetterPress too, incorporating dies. I love to bring in dies with it. So to finish off the theme, I'm using the large die of the month, pins and needles jar. Here, that's the floss. I have the green floss, which is Spellbinders Fern cardstock and waterfall. And I did put some little gems on it. I thought that was kind of cute. Have my little thimble, the needle. So out of the stitch die, I'm using the little topper, this part, and then that largest one. And I'm done there. I'm even shopping the Kit Club stash. I hope you guys are liking this. This is so much fun. I'm loving it this way, and I'm definitely loving it this way. For the sentiment, I'm using my new little favorite here, especially for Mother's and Father's Day, which is the Mother's and Father's Day sentiments. This is fabulous. You press and glimmer it once, die cut it once. Love. Here I'm using Mom, thanks for everything, black cardstock with matte silver hot foil roll. It is the little sister to this award-winning, I call it award-winning, I just use this over and over and over again, You Are Everything sentiments. Love this press plate, which I either press or glimmer and then cut out with the coordinating die, and I have it in all sorts of configurations. colors, everything. So love it. So this is one that if you don't have it and you have a BetterPress and a Glimmer, you're missing out. Add her to your cart. This one is fabulous too. Love the font, the combination of fonts. I love these pre-cut A2 cotton card panels in porcelain. I have them in every color, but the porcelain one is the one that anytime BetterPress goes on sale and the cotton card is on sale, that's what I'm picking up, okay? Some of these. I love it. So that's what I use to press this out and die cut it. And this is card number 1 for Mother's Day. Loving this. When I looked at this, I was like, this is so pretty. What is it reminding me of? Cross stitch. Yay! So if Spellbinders comes out with more of this type of floral with all this detail, look how clean that is with this style. I think it's a win. So loving. Peony perfection. And then of course you can still color this in and go a different route. You can still stamp it in all black and then go that way too and paint it and all that with your watercolor, okay? So that's card number 1. Up next is Sprigs, and here is the template, and I kept everything like the template, so I'll put it like this so you can see. See how everything matches up perfectly? Love that. In my example here, I'm using only 3 colors. This is 4 colors, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So love this color combination. Wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but it worked out so well. This is a color combination I used for this card. Wild Berry, Teal Topaz, and Peridot. These 2 come in the same 4-pack. That would be the tropical pack. This one, Wild Berry, I'll put the name of the 4-pack. I'm loving that Wild Berry and this color combination. I think it's so fun and popping and just happy celebration, right? Happy birthday from all of us. Make a Wish. That is using Cheers to You sentiments pressed out in Thunder. So there is gray here. It's not black. It's gray. BetterPress ink on porcelain. This is all porcelain cotton card. Pop these up, stack them, cut that out with the coordinating die, cut 2 sets of this, and then back up each sentiment just to make it more sturdy. To finish it off, I took some gems from my stash in these colorways. And without the gems, it looked nice, but I like the pop of the gems for a birthday. I also used Spellbinders lunar cardstock and graphite cardstock to finish this. For my matting crafters, I'm using precision layering A2A and B, 16 dies in each set. And when you go between each set, like from one to the other back and forth, you're going to get that 1/8 of an inch increment, what you're seeing here from the white to that first shade of gray. This is really 1/16 on each side, which is 1/8 of an inch. Here, you're seeing, this is the last one, which is an A2, which comes in precision layering set A, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch. That's the largest one. If you only get 1 pack, your distance is going to be 1/4 of an inch, 1/8, 1/8 on each side. Just play with these layers. You can make frames, all sorts of fun. Put this in your wish list. It goes on sale often. And when it does go on sale and I do a Steals and Deals video, I definitely will let you know. And I love it for Glimmer and BetterPress images to finish it like this. So loving. So that is Sprigs. Look at these fun spring colors. Put any sentiment here, crafters, and have a ball with it. So super pretty. Here is my Arched Messages example. Look how pretty this turned out. Look how clean everything's stamped out. These are small little circles, roughly 1/4 of an inch with detail inside. This is the perfect example of why you would want to get optimal results using BetterPress ink and cotton card because, oh, no smudging, smearing, no nothing. Exciting, beautiful card, which you can touch and feel. All of these you can so feel. Even this one, lots of texture to it too. Okay, crafters, so let me show you the template, which would go exactly like that. So you're getting 5 rainbow rows in this arch design. You could use Essential Arches dies to cut this out like I did here. You want to make a shaped card with it. You're looking at Essential Arches or Make-A-Wish arch label. This is an example from the Dancing Watercolor collection. I will link my video here. This is a recent video I did. This is an example of Essential Arches, and that's a Make-A-Wish arch. So you could use this on here. That would be pretty fun to have the image like this on something, you know, a shaped card like so. These are the colors that I used. Tuscan, Apricot, Tiger, Teal Topaz, Cruise. These are from different 4-packs. I pulled it all out, so I can't even tell you which pack is which. These two are tropical. Everything else is from different packs, okay? But these are the colors I used to create this, which I think has a great colorway. To finish the card, I used, again, precision layering, A2, A and B. This time, I went 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. So 1/16, 1/16 on each side. Here is the difference between them. You see the layering difference? This is a peak of Tuscan cardstock and a peak of black. This is a peak of lunar and a lot more graphite. So you can play with your measurements and have fun with this. I love to use these also. See how I cut my image straight, but also right up to the edge? If I did this with a trimmer, I'm not guaranteed how it's going to come out, but when I put a die on top of a pressed image, then I'm secure. I'll know it's fine. I would take one of the dies and then I would line it up and cut it. You see what I mean? Straight, straight, not like this. If I use a trimmer, this might not be where it needs to be, okay? So love, look at that. Yay, yay, yay. And you can do cropping and all kinds of things with these dies too. And make shakers. So I just wanted to show you the increments that you can work in with that. And then to finish this, because when I did press it out, it was looking a little flat to me. So I brought in some florals, Tuscan and beeswax cardstock. This is mini blooms and sprigs. What you're seeing here, this is 4 sets of it, okay? Bought the first one and then it went on sale again, so I got another one. So I have 4 packs of it. Then this happened the other day. I was cutting out some and I did not tape it together, which I should have, especially these smaller pieces. I lost one of my centers, but I still have 3, okay? I was like, it went flying somewhere. And I was like, oh no, but I still have 3 centers left. So this is 4 packs and that's what I have layered up. I used the center here for the flower and then these flowers right here and just layered them up and put the little leaves, these leaves in there. So super pretty. Just have a flower here and some flowers there to anchor it. Then I was still looking at it and it was looking flat in here where the sentiment Hello Sunshine is. So I came in with one of my favorite gems from Spellbinders. Gold mix. I also love silver mix and some other colors too, like opal and such. For this, I'm using this smallest, the solid gold gems. There are a lot of them in here, so I went between 2 packs, finished out what I had in here, and then came over here. You get 108 of these gems in these little packs. They're so fabulous. And they store well in this too. I just keep them all stacked up in a little narrow thing. I may have had this for months now and just keep pulling and using. So I use the top gems up here for the flower centers. And then these little ones, you just pick it off, place, pick and place all the way around. And I think this adds so much love. This is a Spellbinders tool-in-one. Just adds that finishing touch to this by putting the gems on it and the little flowers. And now my A2 card is done. So this is Arched Messages. You can go brighter. I was tempted to go this route, so I went more like a sunshiny color. I went more into the earth tones. For the last registration press plate and die set, this one is the Happy Hooray Balloons. This is the one that I thought was going to be harder to work with. First, I had to pick the colors. So you notice how these are complementary. When you mix the pink with that blue, it makes a nice purple. The blue with this light teal mint color, it just makes a nice color. It's not over the top. The BetterPress inks I used, Wild Berry, Cruise, and Azure. These are from 3 different sets. So if you've been collecting all the BetterPress sets, which I believe are now at 6 sets of these smaller ink pads, these are the colors that you're looking at. You could also, if you don't want to get the whole set, let's say you only love Wild Berry, you could get one of these DIY and then pick up just the Wild Berry re-inker and ink this up. My pad looks like this because I already soaked it. Haven't tested it out yet because I'm still using the small pad, but I may have to re-ink this again. I'm not sure how much ink goes into this. Probably a lot. But you could do that too if you want to make your custom pad if you love a certain color. Like I said, I'm going to get a DIY and make it Wild Berry. Here is my A6 card. So I used Happy. See where the Happy goes? Happy. Remember, you're pressing like this, so you'll see the reverse over here. So I pressed my balloons first. You can see I inked them all up. Then I came in with the balloon strings After that, last thing I did was the letters, okay? You have to make sure that everything is all nice in place. I did put extra yellow tape on my porcelain cotton card just to make sure it didn't shift, move while I was pressing. The sentiment birthday is from here. That's the birthday with the coordinating die. And then I showed you congratulations earlier. That's the coordinating die for it. It's super easy to work with. And you get these individual little letters. So you can see them all here. It does spell out hooray and happy. I did actually press this all once in black. The only die I brought in to finish this, Essential Modern Ovals. I love this. Crop the image down by using one of these in here. The largest in this set, which goes on sale often too, so you can put this in your wish list, 5.5 inch tall by 3.25 inch wide. So I use maybe like the second or third one coming in. I cut out the cotton card, and then I also cut this, I created this background. Black cardstock with the Tiny Dots 2D embossing folder. Ran that through. This is an oversized embossing folder, 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. It still needed something, so I took some pink cardstock and I cut a strip 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/4 inch, and just stacked it out like this, like little stripes. So this is not a die. This is just me cutting strips. And then I put the strips across here and then put that oval on top. I think with the circles, the dots, and the stripes, it kind of goes together. That was the feeling I was going with. Finished it off with some silver mixed gems on the outside. These are some gems from my stash, which I just put in here just for a little fun. It's a birthday card. Why not, right? Super duper cute, right? Love, love, love. So this, not as bad as I was thinking. It worked out well. It pressed fabulously. Use my BetterPress hack. You're not going to get gray hairs doing this one. And this is as detailed as the example I'm showing you in my BetterPress hack video. See how tight this is? This is the same thing, but it can be done. And I showed you how easy it was to do it here. It's still easy here. Use the hack just for your sanity, okay? Because inking on this template becomes very messy when you're working with it that way. So I did it separate, and I'm a happy camper. Card is nice and clean. The last card from the new collection. Love this one. This is with the buffalo plaid, pressed out in leaf BetterPress ink, the same green ink I showed you in the beginning here. This is the same green ink over here. So here it looks a little bit lighter, I guess because it's more intense on this background, but it's so fabulous. And I also pressed it out in blue, so I'm saving this for another card. This time of year I was thinking picnic, something with food. So then I came in with the lemon zest die set. Love this one. So you get 2 lemons. I made it 3. This is Spellbinders fern cardstock, peridot cardstock, white cardstock. The yellow like this is the only one that has the ink blending, is the lemons. I will start off with a light yellow cardstock and then come on with some distress oxide for yellow like this. Backed it up with a little bit of a brighter shade of yellow. I believe that's beeswax behind it. Just little strips of it right here, and popped it up. In the background, coming back to the same Fluted Classics ovals. So the big oval is here. This is that second size, the medium oval in white cardstock. See how pretty it is as just a foundation, or in this case, as an embroidery hoop? Win-win. I love this set. So I'm giving little texture here, but it's not competing terribly with this one. I also cut it out with precision layering A and B. A for the black, and then B, the largest size, for that buffalo plaid. And the sentiment I'm using, this is the BetterPress Fancy Sentiment Strips. You press or glimmer this once and die cut it once. And I have just saying hello. This is glimmered black cardstock, opaque white, hot foil roll. Pop this up a few times. All right, crafters, so that is it for the Cheers to You BetterPress collection. But I have one more card to share, seeing that I'm talking about BetterPress. Okay, crafters. This is from Yana's Let's Celebrate collection. And I had made this example with this fabulous one. Floral Celebration, which is a solid press plate with a coordinating stencil. You can buy the press plate alone or get the stencil. I would just get both because look at the stencil. This is colored with ink. When I showed this collection, which I will link my video here so you can take a look. I think this video was 3 BetterPress collections in one because I was mixing, matching, and playing. This piece I had shown you, but I didn't finish it. I cut the image down, and that's the Celebrate flowers. This is also a registration plate. So you press out the sentiment, Celebrate, and then you press the flowers on. And this is with Thunder BetterPress ink, and then the same Wild Berry. And I just colored this in with some watercolor Karen brush marker. In the background here, you're seeing Spellbinders Raindrop cardstock, dry embossed with this Floral Celebration press plate. Look at that detail. So you would run this, if you had the universal plate system, run it like you want to emboss something. You would use your little embossing pad like this, and it works fine. It's so pretty. I also showed it in this example from Kit Club. This is a different BetterPress background though, but it's the same dry emboss on both. This is with some Distress Oxide. This is just cardstock. And then I put the sentiment here. These flowers again coming into the mini blooms and sprigs. This version right here, cut in these colorways and then tucked in with some foliage from here. So I just wanted to show you that I did finish out Yana's collection. Look how pretty this is. So it's Yana's Let's Celebrate collection. And now we have the Cheers to You. So you are covered for a lot of birthday and all sorts of celebration with these BetterPress sets. So in summary, crafters, I made 5 cards for the Cheers to You collection. And I also finished up Yana's Let's Celebrate collection. Look at all this celebratory fun. Love this. I'm going to be revisiting this one again. So if there's another BetterPress that comes out like this, I will put it in a hoop. And have fun that way and maximize out that April Kit Club. It's a fantastic Kit Club. March was a runaway hit, but April is turning out to be a hit as well. Love, love, love. Alrighty, crafters, check out all this BetterPress goodness. So much fun and variety. If you have the BetterPress and you're like, my cards are looking kind of, flat like this, you can still take it beyond a 2-dimension. Pop up the sentiments, bring in some dies. You can just cut cardstock. You can bring in wax seal with it. You can make a theme with it too and still work it. Even stamped images. I love to use House Mouse with BetterPress. It's all good. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Check out all the new collections for April, 5 of them. And if you love BetterPress, these are winners. Stay crafty. Bye.